This week on the Dry Bar Comedy Podcast.
This is the height of comedy!
You don't have to drink Mountain Dew to be a Mountain Dew guy.
Shayne, our upbringings were so different.
Welcome to the Dry Bar Comedy Podcast, the only podcast where you can hang out, laugh with your favorite dry bar comedians. As usual, it's me, Taylor Nielsen.
And it's me, Jordan Macon. And Taylor, I do want to say something to our listeners. There's been some concern that you're not getting enough sleep. And I just want to tell everybody...
There have been some accusations about my lifestyle, too.
I just want to say that that's just what his eyes look like.
That is.
He got a lot of sleep. He's had a Red Bull today.
Well, let's just call it out what people said. People said that maybe I was on drugs.
Yeah.
And who needs drugs?
How dare they say that?
Yeah. When you got medicine. And what's the best medicine?
Red Bull?
What's the best medicine?
Laughter.
Oh,
we
my
got
bad.
around to it.
I was way off.
Wait, is there another person? There might be another person in the room.
Well, you might want to get the clip going, Taylor. I don't know.
Yeah, let's go to the clip to see who our guest is today. Not that they won't know from the thumbnail. Let's play the clip.
I live across the street from a 7-Eleven, all right? It's not funny yet, but okay, cool. I drink a lot of Mountain Dew, okay? It's like my only vice. I drink a lot of Mountain Dew. I'm in that 7-Eleven constantly drinking Mountain Dew, okay? Getting refills. I'm in there so often that everyone who works in that 7-Eleven, they have a nickname for me. When they see me, they call me Mountain Dew Guy. Yeah. Do you guys know how much Mountain Dew I have to drink not to have the nickname Throat Tattoo Guy? It is a lot. It's so much Mountain Dew, you guys. It's a lot. For me to walk into 7-Eleven and the guy to be like, Mountain Dew Guy, and the new guy who works here to be like, not throat or face tattoo guy? He drinks more Mountain Dew than the fact that he ruined his life by tattooing his face?
Let me give you an intro, Shayne. So you know it. We got Shayne Smith in the building today. You know him from his first special that we just watched, clip from Prison for Wizards, but also he has two more Dry Bar specials.
Boom!
Alligator Boys and Banned from Karate. The trifecta.
I'll do it German style.
Of comedy. And Shayne, how fun was that for you to watch a clip from your first special?
I hated it. Could you tell on I literally wanted to plug my ears. I have a phobia of watching myself, and I knew I would have to when we came here, but it didn't help. I really hated it.
Well, especially since it's so long ago. I can't watch clips from my first special.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't like watching myself from yesterday, let alone now, or then. Oh, wow, it was rough. My outfit, my pants, my face.
Your face tattoos.
Everything about it.
That's what everybody says, too. So maybe that's a sign we need to stop making them watch
I like
their own
making
clips.
the comedians really uncomfortable right when they come in.
Yeah, it is funny. If I were you, I would also enjoy it.
And we shouldn't show the clip. Just keep a camera on Shayne.
Oh, can we do a picture-in-picture thing where it's
Yeah,
Shayne's
absolutely.
face?
Just superimpose behind me the Vietnam War as I'm having this flashback. Oh, man.
No, it's funny, man. Wow. But I know you've grown as a comedian, but it's funny.
And a person.
You have grown as a person. I did want to ask you this, because in that special you talk a lot about the mistake of having face tattoos, but now you have more. So I just wanted you to kind of explain to the audience what happened.
Oh, for the audience who's confused, those are called jokes. And so a lot of the times you say jokes because they're silly, but you don't mean them. You're being silly. I already had the face tattoos. I do not to be rude to anyone who's watching this is not rude because they're interested in Dry Bar. They're like having a fun, they like us. But a lot of people will comment rudely and be like, I thought you thought they were bad and now you have them. And I want to comment and be like, I'm doing better than you. You watch me. I've never heard of you in my life. I am doing better than you.
That's a good point.
What are you talking about? The whole joke is that I'm on stage. Hundreds of people are watching me. I'm making my living doing this, and I have face tattoos, and I'm saying they're a bad idea. I'm doing great. What do you mean? That's the joke.
Yeah.
You goofballs.
I took you literally the whole time.
Yeah.
Maybe they expect you to come to for the fourth special and have them all removed.
Dude, for one Halloween, I covered all my tattoos. I could do that. But it bummed me out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd like you without tattoos.
The girl I was dating at the time cried
mean
after Halloween because it was so visible the difference in how people treated me.
Oh, that's so
Really?
sad.
Yeah, when we were on the train, like the way people would act around me and be near me and talk to me, like shop owners, anyone. My experience for like a day and a half without tattoos was so like viscerally different that my girlfriend noticed and wept.
Oh, jeez, man.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
I'm sorry I asked a mean question.
So everyone here who's
right
like,
off the bat.
face tattoos, hey, why don't you just be nicer to people in general? What about that?
Shayne, I'll promise you this. If
What?
you ever get rid of your tattoos, I'll be meaner to you.
Thank
so that
you.
Will balance it out.
I thought you were going to say you're going to get tattoos if he gets rid
Jordan,
of them.
I don't know how you would pull off being meaner, but I think you could do it.
Is that because I'm too mean already?
Who
or am I
needs
too
tattoos
nice?
when you're actually a bad person?
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome. Well, I got a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Less rude ones.
Yeah.
And more stuff
Sorry,
about Mountain Dew.
I said it
We
as
call
a-
those Jordan style.
Let's just say I was joking with my question.
Yes.
I'm freaking out. No.
Well, first we bombard you with a clip you don't want to watch, and then we
insult you.
ask a Jordan,
I'd like
a
to-
Jordanism, a Jordanism.
Let's be clear. I like Shayne's tattoos. I like his face tattoos. Is it clear now?
Jordan has an entire back piece, by the way. For everyone who
Yeah,
doesn't know, he has a tattoo. It's a tattoo of Cookie Monster. It's one giant back piece. It's Cookie Monster. Oh, that'd be so cool. Full color.
Yeah, and once we Patreon this thing, people can see you do the podcast with your shirt off. Can actually see the tattoo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We have a back camera angle. We'll show that.
They have to pay a lot.
Yeah, it's expensive. As much as you paid for that tattoo. I love Mountain Dew too,
Awesome.
and I have a lot of questions, and maybe too many questions that non-Mountain Dew drinkers won't be interested in this. But we
Okay.
don't. Do we care about that?
No.
We can captivate anyone.
Yeah.
Look at us.
There it is. Yeah, dude. I like the confidence.
Let's start at the top. What's your go-to Mountain Dew variety?
Oh, if I'm gonna treat myself, it's Baja Blast for sure. Baja Blast Zero. I drink diet soda because I'm trying to stay snatched and skinny and cute.
That's what I was gonna say. Is for someone who's known as Mountain Dew guy,
Yeah.
you're in remarkably good shape.
Thank you. I am in good shape. I try very hard to be in good shape. Yeah, diet soda. And people are like, ooh, it has carcinogens in it. Well, I'll die shredded. You know? I will die cut up, dude. I will look great. So that's what I have to say to that.
I was telling Taylor before just how, because I've been on tour with you.
Yeah.
And I see how much you consume.
It's in
You go and get two 2-liters, and you're drinking out of those like it's a can of soda on
Yeah.
the road sometimes. And then you're going for runs.
yeah.
It's like, I was telling Taylor, you know those Sprite commercials where it's athletes working out, and you're like, you can't work out and drink Sprite. I'm like, I've seen Shayne Smith do it.
Yeah, no, I do it. I ran an ultra and I brought Diet Mountain Dew and Diet Coke and Diet Dr. Pepper.
Face comes apart. Mountain
I have
Baja
like
Blast.
we did it at a track. And so everyone like had their supplies and their like person who's going to help them during the run and stuff. And at like mile 20, I like grabbed my bottle of Diet Mountain Dew. People were like, "Are you for real?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I am very real right now. I'm incredibly serious."
During that karate tournament, you were like swishing and spitting Mountain Dew like a boxer.
Yeah, pouring it on my face.
It burns my eyes, but I'm ready.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so Baja Blast is the top notch, but it's tough because that's a seasonal beverage, unless you're going to Taco Bell. Right?
No, you can get it in cans now.
I think it's now
at like
it's
Target
everywhere.
and Walmart
all,
and stuff.
all seasons.
Oh yeah,
Okay. Well, I don't think that's made it to Utah yet.
it absolutely has.
Yeah.
It has?
I got some from Smith's. You got to get out
It's
there.
it's like you did no research for this episode.
Yeah, man. Like you said, someone has a girl that does their shopping for them. Oh.
Yeah. If I don't get out in the aisles myself, I have no right to.
You need boots on the
ask these kind
ground
of
in the
questions.
aisles.
That's right, dude.
Yeah, you can get Baja Blast Zero Sugar now. And I feel like Major Melon's also one.
Your guys' wives are hiding the truth from you. They don't want you to know Baja Blast Zero is out there.
There's a good chance of that. Dang. Okay, Baja Blast is top. Then we've got. Let me guess. For you, can I guess?
Yeah,
Your minute?
please.
Baja Blast, Classic Dew,
Yeah, definitely.
Voltage?
Voltage is good. Oh man, what's the orange soda Mountain Dew?
Livewire.
Livewire. That would
Yeah.
be the third one.
Okay.
That would be the third one.
I get which color is Voltage?
Blue.
Blue. Okay.
But not
Yeah.
like the an aquamarine blue like Baja Blast. It's like a deeper blue.
Yeah,
Blue
yeah.
raspberry.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm actually not a huge fan of that one, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah. The energy drink would be the fourth one. The Mountain
which-
Dew energy drink. I can't remember what it's called.
Rise.
We did some
Yeah,
research.
yeah. I've had
Rise
it a
or
few times.
Livewire?
Rise.
Rise.
Yeah.
Well,
that
there's
one's
Kickstart
alright.
I like
also.
that one too.
Ooh, maybe it's Kickstarter. I don't know, but that one's good. I've had that one a couple times.
Livewire
I'm not a
sounds
big energy drink guy, but every once in a while, you got to do it.
Well, when you're drinking as much Mountain Dew as you are, you don't need energy drinks.
Yeah, dude, I don't need it. Well, I'm also in shape, so I'm very healthy.
Yeah,
I wake
exactly.
up full of energy. I'm ready to go.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm dragging right now. Even 12 minutes into this, and I'm
Slugging around your house, dude.
You need those carcinogens in your bloodstream.
That's what I'm talking about. Wake your body up. It starts to fight. It knows.
Nothing gets
The war.
the red blood cells out of bed like carcinogens.
I
from
do
Mountain Dew.
drink diet soda like the second I wake up.
you have a Diet Coke right now?
I have a Diet Coke
have
right
a
now,
Diet-
and I have several more tall boys in my car waiting for my drive home. It's delicious. We did the math once because I just buy cases online now, and I have like a fridge that's only for soda at my house. And one of my roommates did the math, and he was like, "You drink like upwards of 2 gallons a day." Like over a gallon of soda a day. And I was like, yes. And he was like, that's crazy. And I was like, well, I've been drinking that much for like 15 years. So if it's going to kill me, it's late.
And I felt your abs recently. You're doing great.
Thank you. Yeah, I made you touch them. I want everyone to know that I was very proud. I haven't seen Jordan in a while, and I was like, my abs are bigger.
You're really
and
impressive.
stronger than ever.
Very impressive.
Thank you.
I feel like you're going to be one of those guys that like someone's grandpa was like smoking and like drinks a ton, and then they live to like 105.
Yeah.
People don't understand it. That's going to be you, but
I think it's stress. I think stress is what gets you.
is the real killer.
Everyone's always talking about what you eat and everything. If you just exercise a little and just keep the stress lower, just your mental health, just mentally strong, you'll be fine.
I don't like being the one fat guy on this episode.
Your bigness doesn't have anything to do with how
Okay,
in shape
good.
you are technically, though. I know some big boys who are like throwing it down in the surf, and on the field.
Like surfing. or
Yeah.
something else.
I have a friend who's as big as you, and he's like an incredibly good surfer.
Man,
I haven't tried
I'd
it.
love
but
to
I think
see
I would
that.
be. I'd be really
like,
good at surfing.
yeah,
I think so. Were you a sports guy?
I watch a lot.
lacrosse, right? That's what he meant. Yeah, that's what he meant.
I played basketball a lot as a kid.
Nice, dude.
I do like playing basketball.
Do you get any pickup games?
I wish I had a crew.
Were you? I didn't tell you this, but I tried to organize a pickup game with all the Wise Guys people.
Well, I would be in.
And apparently, according to a bunch of the other comics, the comics who don't know how to play are too dangerous, and we don't want to. We think there will be altercations.
Dangerous.
Yeah, that's what certain people were saying in the comedy scene. They're like, not enough people know how to play. People who don't know how to play are going to foul us, and then we're going to be mad. I was like, okay, weird,
I think we
interesting.
could find enough that know the rules.
I think so.
Yeah.
Aren't goofing around. We're serious when we play basketball. We're like,
I want to
not for
stop.
jokes.
There's a Seth Tippett is a comedian here in Utah, and he played college basketball. He's very tall,
Yeah.
and more than anything, I would just like to stuff him.
Oh,
Feels
yeah.
so good.
Gosh, I would come out of nowhere. I would leave. I would stop guarding whoever I was guarding and wait. I would wait for Seth to come up for a layup, and I would just come out of nowhere, dude.
man.
I would just hack that ball down.
What is he, like 6'?
6'5", probably.
yeah. He's probably really good at basketball.
He's on Dry Bar fans.
Yeah.
Wasn't he on the Utah
University
of Utah basketball team?
I think so.
That's what I've heard. He says that in his stand-up.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I didn't know they had a fourth string, but apparently.
They made an exception. Oh, man.
Who else can we take
Seth,
shots at on this podcast?
Yeah, let's just attack
we're going
other
to give
people we
Seth
like.
an equal opportunity to come on here and defend himself. Hopefully better than he did on the Utah basketball team. Huh, Seth? Oh, no.
Have him on this pod and make him watch my jokes.
Well, that's great. Do you think certain kind of people like certain kinds of Mountain Dew more? Like you say, there's Code Red people, there's Livewire people.
Yeah, if you were to stereotype, how would you describe it?
I think that you either like Mountain Dew or you don't. That's really the end of it. There's
Yeah.
two types of people in the world: people who drink Mountain Dew and people who think they're better than Mountain Dew. You know?
Yeah.
The people within the Mountain Dew umbrella, there's some people that prefer Code Red versus.
For sure, but I just think that
They're
once you're a
also-
Mountain Dew person, that's a very particular type of person, and no matter what your flavor is, that's what you're up to.
How would you distinguish that kind of person if you had to?
I would say they got a little bit of like hillbilly in them, you know? I think that's a good thing. I like that. You got to have a little. I've never met someone who I was like, wow, they really have it all together, and then they like Mountain Dew. You know what I mean? Like, you got to have a little bit of like something going on, a little bit of hill person in you, you know?
Do I strike you as a Mountain Dew guy?
Yeah. Yeah, you got a little bit of something going on.
So you don't have to drink Mountain Dew to be a Mountain Dew guy. It's like,
I drink Mountain Dew though,
oh, you do? All right.
yeah,
just
yeah.
to set the record straight.
There's a spirit inside you, you know? I also feel like Mountain Dew's more of a dude drink. Very rarely do you meet a woman who's like, yeah, I really love Mountain Dew, but I could go out on the street and I could, with my eyes, find you a man who drinks Mountain Dew pretty easily.
Absolutely.
I think
You
part
know?
of it's the market, because when we were growing up, commercials for Mountain Dew were just like dudes on BMX bikes
Yeah,
flying
true,
and just pouring
true.
it in their mouth.
Yeah.
Like to get primus for what?
Even when it was originally made for as like a man drink, because it was made for moonshine.
I don't know the history
I didn't know
of
about
this.
this.
Oh, you didn't know? So
No.
Mountain Dew is made to chase moonshine. They invented it. That's why it's Mountain Dew. It's made by people in like Appalachia. So moonshine runners made Mountain Dew to go with moonshine, and so that was like the concept behind it. And moonshine is like obviously just like the worst thing you could. It's just you could like run your car on it, you know. And so yeah, it's just like a weird dude drink. But I know some pretty cool ladies who drink Mountain Dew. So shout out, ladies.
I picture flat brimmed hats and hoodies.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, pajama pants at Walmart type people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
Those people too. But then also like, some good old boys, guys in big trucks with guns, or guys who like fast cars, or guys who would maybe like jump off their roof for a camera. Someone who would build a parachute, try to jump off their barn. We've all been there.
Yeah.
I like those people.
There's a big tent. Mountain Dew's a big tent.
Yeah.
It honestly might bring more people together than any other soda.
Maybe
I think so.
The middle of Venn diagram is people who don't really care about their own well-being.
That's true. No, that's true. That's an important part of Mountain Dew's legacy. Is you can't care about your well-being. That's why I'm the Mountain Dew guy. Yeah. No one cares about their well-being less than me. I'll tell you that. And I've been proving that day to day for years.
I think it's your newest special. There's just a line where you say, "I'm not a big consequences guy."
Yeah, those are Future Shayne's problems.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Future Shayne hates us. We hate that guy.
Such a funny way of putting it.
Yeah, I'm not. I should be. I understand them. I accept them. I just don't worry about them. Because again, stress is
Silent killer.
It's a silent killer. It really is.
Yeah.
I truly, from the bottom of my heart, believe that. So,
What's your secret to avoiding that stress? It's just not you shut it out, because there's a difference between
that's bad
repression.
for you. To compartmentalize stress is bad for you, I think. To like set it aside and then do something else, because it's still there.
Yeah.
It's still affecting you, even if you don't realize it. I think the key to not being stressed is to cultivate an attitude where you can confront these problems head on without being like, oh. I think one of the main things is not letting yourself be surprised. Like, I'm not surprised by almost anything in my life ever. Why would I be? Anything's possible at all times. Once I accept that anything is possible, then when something crazy happens, I don't go, I can't believe this is happening, and I'm freaking out. I just go, yeah, that would happen. And I just, what now? What's the next step?
I will say you are a unique case. Just if you've watched all of Shayne's specials, you've lived the most insane life of anyone that I'm friends with.
Yeah.
So I think you're a little bit primed to not be surprised by things.
True. I have experienced a lot of stuff. The volume on your life gets turned down when you've been stabbed.
Puts things in perspective.
Yeah. And then it happens the second time, and you're like, what? This has to be my fault. At this point, like, I'm the common denominator here. I should chill out.
That's funny. Now I want to get stabbed just so I'm less anxious all the time.
I can help you.
Okay.
Just
You're so strong
point.
now, though. I don't know if
Yeah.
I want you stabbing me. I'll get my wife to stab me.
Dude, that's not what you want. She won't stop. Shout out to Jordan's wife, one of my favorite people. Very great.
Love you, Adrian. What a weird thing to do on the podcast.
No, let her know, dude. People love
She's
love.
not going to watch it.
Oh, it'd be so funny if she watches it. She's like, "What? I support you. Do you watch my podcast?" And you have to be like, "What? You have a podcast?"
Okay, so we touched on your crazy life. How do you find your way to stand-up comedy?
Well, I can't sing or dance, so I was like, I gotta do this.
So you did it tap dancing. You
Yeah,
tried
yeah,
tap
yeah,
dancing,
yeah.
tap for a while.
Those were the three options.
I tried to do like the CW frog. I was like, I'll be the next one. Yeah, I like I had just had like a wild life, and I was trying to get my life together, and I was in my late 20s, like on the complete reset. You know, my life had been totally flipped upside down, and I had like a real job and a house for the first time in a long time, and I was in a stable position. And I had a serious girlfriend, and I was like, what's the next step? And then apparently that was school or something. I was like, I should get a career, like work towards something.
Okay.
But I hate school. And I've been to zero school. I've been to like 2 years of formal education in my life, period. Like I went to like some of first through fifth grade, and I went to seventh grade, and I went to some of the high school, literally less than a year. And that's all the education I've ever had in my life.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I went to almost no school. When I was a kid, I like chopped wood and collected rock and like worked, you know? And then like I got older, my parents didn't pay attention to me, so I just did whatever I wanted. And so, yeah, I never went to school. So college was like, no, I don't want to do that. Also, I hated busy work. When I was a kid, when I was in seventh grade, I protested homework. I was like, I refuse to do this. I'll never do homework. And my teachers were like, well, you're going to fail. And I was like, well, it seems like your problem, not my problem. You know, because I was like, as a kid, I was like, what are the consequences? Really? What are they? Oh, you're going to kick me out? Good. You know what I mean? Like, I could care. And I was from a small town. I think in a bigger town, if I'd been like a person in Salt Lake, maybe I would have gone to juvenile hall or whatever. But like, I wasn't scared of that. Yeah, send me. Whatever. There's girls there, dude. At least I'll see them sometimes. I don't know. And so I was out of my mind. I was like, yeah, I refuse to do homework. So then the idea of going to college and doing busy work. I hate busy work.
Did you look at different degrees to get? Like,
I did.
What were you thinking of?
I was thinking of like physical education, like, or history. I was like, I could be a teacher. I could like help kids not end up like me. But then like you look at all the classic things you have to do, and I was like, this is stupid. Like the way college is organized is obviously to make money and not to teach you anything, and to force you into positions where you're like doing busy work to prove how much you want it, basically. Like college hazes you. They're literally hazing you to like prove that you want to be there instead of like, because if you go to trade school to be an electrician, they're not like, demonstrate to me that you understand art history by doing an essay that will take you 3 weeks. You're like, but I'm an electrician, you know? So then I was like, okay, well, I'll go to trade school because they don't make you do busy work. And then I was like, I don't want to be a plumber. I just don't want to do this. And so I did, and also I had no money. I grew up so poor, and I had no money, and then I had like fees that I was paying the government for things I've done in my life. We won't go there. And then and I didn't have a credit card. I was like, I'm never gonna be able to go anywhere or do anything. And so I was like, what should I do? and I was like, I'm gonna try comedy. And so I did an open mic. I bombed. It was terrible. And I took a year off.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. I did an open mic in West Valley, Utah.
I was there your first night. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
I think we may have talked to him a little bit.
Yeah.
You were very nervous.
I was.
You were talking a lot.
I was so nervous. And then...
And I mean, and it was a weird... Like, most people had been there for a little bit, and you were, like, for sure the new guy there.
Yeah.
So I was like, who's this guy over here?
Ugh.
And you were like... Because comedians are weird, and sometimes we're like... not wanting to talk to each other. Like, we're just kind of like antisocial. But you
Yeah.
were like trying to be friends with everyone.
Yeah.
Did you really take a year off after your first one, though?
Well, I think you didn't see my very first one.
Oh,
You
so
saw my first one back so I did one and it went kind of bad and I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. So then I lived my year and then afterwards I was like, I like comedy. Like, I should try this for real. And I don't know why, but I became convinced that I wouldn't let myself bomb like that again, which of course I was wrong. You can't control that, really. But I wrote a thing and I was like, no, I'm committed. And I told my girlfriend at the time, like, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to like fully commit.
Yeah.
And so the time you saw me go back was like I had like set aside money and like made a whole plan. I was going to go to the comedy club every weekend to watch headliners to learn and like be there all the time. Like, yeah. So once I started comedy, it was with the intention of doing it for a living, which
That's
is
pretty
a
impressive,
thing
man.
a lot of comics don't do. They're like, I'll just see
right.
what happens. Not me. I was like, this is my only plan I have right now.
Can't sing or dance.
Can't sing or dance.
And I don't want to be a plumber.
Yeah.
That's wild. So did you end up getting a GED or anything? Or you were just like thinking about it?
I ended up getting my GED, yeah. Because it's just a test you can take.
Yeah.
And of course, the test is so easy.
Yeah.
It's like, I just took it like on a way. Well, what I did was I wanted to join the Army and they won't let you join without a GED. And so I had to like write our congressman here in Utah at the time and be like, I'm going to drop out of high school and join the Army. Will you give me an exemption so I can take the GED early? And he gave me one. So I was the only
Congressman.
16-year-old taking the GED because you have to be 18 to take it in Utah, I think.
Wow.
At the time you did. So yeah,
So
that was
you-
a weird one.
You actually qualified for high school, like passing high school before people in high school.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. All
curve.
on the assumption that I would join the Army, which I did. And so that was a bad idea. I can't believe they let that happen.
Here's what I will say about, just to push back on your college thing a little bit. Here's the best thing about getting a liberal arts
Okay.
education.
yeah.
Because I have a minor in humanities. I'm not going to brag about it.
Oh,
but
wow.
what it does is it makes it so my opinions on movies are better than everyone else's. That's what
Yeah.
that's the only time I employ that education.
Interesting.
If my friends and I are arguing about a movie, I'm like, well, I kind of have a minor in humanities, so here's why.
Yeah,
Oppenheimer
unless
was
you come across an actual film major, and then what do you do?
Well, my humanities minor was emphasized film.
Yeah,
So we got a film major over here.
I'm a film major. So
No, just-
Wow, you guys are big movie buffs.
Yeah.
oh yeah, any movie, name it. Any Pixar
Armageddon.
movie, name
Oh,
Armageddon.
that's my favorite movie.
Is that
it. Is
your
that the
favorite?
one?
Yeah, yeah.
That's Bruce Willis, right?
Yeah. It's the
And
one where
the oil drilling.
Yeah, it's the one where an asteroid's going to hit the Earth and they send oil drillers into space to stop it, dude. It rocks. It's so bad. It's unreal how bad it is.
It has a great Aerosmith soundtrack.
Yes,
to
it does because Liv Tyler's in it.
Yes.
I love that movie so
Remember how
Ben
much.
Affleck too, right?
Yep, dude, it's a
Also-
stacked cast.
stellar cast.
Ben Affleck, the one guy with a weird face that's real skinny.
Okay,
I'm
let
not
me break.
a film. I don't have a minor in humanities. I'm sorry, Jordan.
Weird
Well-
guy with a face who's really skinny.
Who is that? Who are we talking
He's
about?
the guy in
Board.
Boardwalk Empire.
Oh, Steve Buscemi.
Buscemi.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi's in it.
That actually was a very good description of him.
Yeah.
Looking back on
Luke
what you
Wilson is in it. There's a bunch of people.
Whoa,
that one
man.
Russian guy that's in every Michael Bay movie's in it.
said. That movie was way more fun
That
than Deep
one, that
Impacts,
one's
too.
has one of my favorite jokes. When I was a kid, I thought it was so funny. Where Ben Affleck's gonna jump the moon rover to get to the other guys, and he's in the thing with the Russian dude, and the Russian dude's like, "What's your plan?" And Ben Affleck goes, "Do you know who Evil Knievel is?" And the Russian guy goes, "No, I never watched Star Wars." As a kid, I was like, "This is the height of comedy."
So speaking of comedy influences, I think I don't know who is that.
Taylor really wanted us to get back on track.
yeah. Let's get back on
I want
track.
to talk more about Armageddon because I love movies where the plot is like we got to explode X.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
save the planet.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so fun.
Because they need to explode an asteroid
Yeah.
because it's going to crash into the moon or the
Earth. It's going to destroy
they're gonna
Earth,
just
but they
blow it
need
up to split it, right?
If they hit it in the movie, they do such a good job of explaining it for dummies, so they can be like, "Let's just get this on the road." So they have a British guy because he has a British accent. He's smarter
Okay.
than us.
And a lab coat.
Yeah, and he does an analogy where he goes, if you set a firecracker in my hand and set it off, burns your hand. Set a firecracker in your hand and close it, your wife's going to be opening your ketchup jars for the rest of your life. Why do I know this movie so well? But as a kid, I was like, this is making so much sense to me right now. We got to get Bruce Willis up there, dude. Yeah.
Is that
I need to
because you'd
watch it
actually
again.
held a firecracker in your hand? And exploded it?
I've had quite a few firework fights in my life.
I love firework fights.
Yeah, they're so fun.
Roman candles and
Yep.
shooting them. Yeah.
Yep.
Not saying that, not an official endorsement of firework fights.
Yeah, don't do that. But they're pretty cool.
But if you do, drink Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never done it. I feel left out.
Really? You've never put a bottle rocket, you lit a bottle rocket, put it in someone's pocket or something like that? Dude, it's so funny, dude. It's so funny.
Shane, our upbringings were so different.
Okay, fair.
And one's not better than the other. I've never shot fireworks at someone.
It does sound like one's better than the other. You're missing a core component of my life experience.
Oh, that's funny.
And so then you now we're getting back on track.
Yeah, now
I actually do want
it
to know
naturally.
this about Shane. Who are your comedy guys? Oh, sorry, did I steal your question?
It wasn't my question, but I'm curious.
Who inspires me?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
when
who
you
are your
first
comedy
started.
inspirations?
When I first started, my inspirations were like Chappelle and Kevin Hart and Earthquake and who else did I really like? I liked Mulaney at the time, but I think only his first album was out.
Yeah, probably.
I really liked Rory Scovel. It's still, I mean, all these people are still big times for me. At the time when I first started, Pete Holmes was a big influence on me, but he is no longer as much an influence. Even though I do really like him, my style's just far away from his style, I think. Though we do have silliness, we're both very silly, but we're doing different things for sure. I actually think, no, never mind. Pete Holmes is kind of close to my style because he's very autobiographical and he's silly and he mixes reality with non-reality. So maybe I guess I am still closer to Pete than I think.
I think you kind of are, and your influences make sense because you're such a great storyteller.
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
long-form bits. It's not like one-liner stuff, and it's so good and funny throughout.
Kevin Hart was the guy I wanted to be. Kevin Hart. He's probably my he's not. I don't know if he's my favorite comic, but he's my favorite comic to watch. Does that make sense? It's like the difference between like what do you think the best movie is and what are your favorite movie? Those aren't the same thing.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
You know, so
Mine's Armageddon.
Unless they're both Armageddon, yeah.
I don't think Armageddon's the best movie, but it's my favorite movie.
Right. No, I get that.
You know, the best movie ever. I don't even know. I don't know.
Well, now you're on the
What's your
spot.
hey,
Blade Runner 2049. I don't know.
yeah, we've got
new
a
one, huh?
He's so good.
It is really good. I do like it.
humanities minor over here. What do you think?
Yeah, what's the best movie of all time?
well-
don't say Casablanca. I'll freak out.
I mean, the mise en scène of Casablanca really is.
Can you talk a little about the leitmotif and
I really love movies that dabble in chiaroscuro, and that's more of an art term. I don't know. I really love There Will Be Blood. I can watch the movie all the time. It's a really weird movie.
That's a weird movie to watch.
I just
all the
love
time.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
It's
Being
a-
like, I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. That's like that thing I just watched. It's a weird slow movie. I like No Country for Old Men.
And that's the only like PTA Paul Thomas Anderson movie that doesn't have you in it, right?
This is an ongoing Philip Seymour Hoffman thing. That's my celebrity lookalike.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who he is. I guess. I don't.
Other comics were way on board with that.
Yeah.
I got that in high school.
Really?
Not a cool person to look like in high school.
People appreciate it more in college for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't get invited to any
Humanity
firework
majors
battles.
and minors appreciate that look-alike a lot.
Yeah, exactly. He's one of the greatest actors of our generation.
He was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah, I don't.
What you don't
What's
have-
your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is probably either Three Amigos
Oh, good one.
or The Departed.
Oh,
Two
okay.
very similar movies.
Yeah, two very similar
A bunch of
movies.
dudes getting stuff done.
Yeah, dude. The
Yeah.
Departed is really good.
There's my only qualifications is there has to be like only up to 2 female characters in my movies.
I know all our movies are pretty male centric.
Hey, yours had Liv Tyler in it.
Mine did have Liv Tyler in it. That's true.
But she wasn't exactly operating the moon rover or
no,
the
she just
explosive
cries
expert.
a lot. She's like the emotional crux of the movie. You want things to work out for her.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend and her dad are up there fighting the asteroid. It's such a bad
Fighting the
concept.
asteroid.
It's so silly. They bring a gun into space too. I don't know why, to shoot the asteroid, I guess.
Now, do you think it would be a better movie if it was actually Liv Tyler's dad in the role of her dad?
Oh,
If we had
Steven Tyler. If it was Steven Tyler with his weird toes. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I don't know why I'm bullying Steven Tyler. You have all the money. You're fine. Yeah, Bruce Willis was perfect. Bruce Willis had to be there.
He's awesome.
I just want to tell our listeners I saw Barbie and I liked it a lot. So.
He did like it a lot. He was telling me how much he agrees with Ken and how Ken feels, and how valid it was.
Yeah.
And that he was the secret good guy of the movie.
I was telling my wife, I'm like, it's pretty cool that he just went in and took over. Like, it was so easy for him.
Yeah, dude.
No, it's a good movie. Spoiler alert.
Do you get any doppelgangers?
Do I get any sometimes people will just call me Post Malone, but I think they're being mean. I don't think they actually think I look like him. Which is so funny. Yeah. He has like a house near here, yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
He has
moving
like
to a newer
3,
house.
yeah. He has like 3. Because one of them was in like Murray. Not to dox my man, but it's like, it was weird. My mom lives out there, and someone was like, yeah, Post Malone's in the neighborhood. I was like, all right. Cool. It's go to the local Best Buy, and there's all these photos of people with him. Like, yeah.
It's just nice to know he's around. That's how I
Yeah.
feel.
If you're in Utah, we're so happy about it.
Yeah.
We
He
love
makes
it.
Utah so much cooler by
He
being,
does.
by living here.
Yeah, he's got a Raising Cane's that's all like...
Does he have his own Raising Cane's?
Yeah, it's his specialized Raising Cane's location.
Does it do anything different?
I
need you to do some research
If
before
I
I throwing stuff out.
if I
here,
knew
too.
more about Post Malone, I could make some kind of joke about what they do at that Raising Cane location. Can someone
Well,
help
I'll
me
tell you
out?
what the Malone isn't at that location, right? That was better than nothing, guys. Come on.
Let's see. We need to get this conversation back on track.
Yeah. So
Toward-
what
back
about
towards
my
Drive
comedy?
Bar.
What about the?
No, we're back to Armageddon is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Well, tell us about you. I mean, you were super funny very fast. And your first special you recorded, you weren't that far into comedy. Like, how many years were you when you recorded Prison
3?
for Wizards?
3 years, maybe.
Yeah, which was pretty impressive.
Yeah,
How'd you feel about it at the time? How was that whole experience?
At the time, I was like stoked. I couldn't believe I pulled it off. I was so excited. I wrote those jokes over the course of like 6 months. Some of them I already had, but like I cleaned them up and stuff. I still think I could have done better, but there's never a perfect time. Ever.
Yeah.
The time is never perfect. The perfect time is now. So I did it. I can't watch it. I don't like it. I hate it now.
Well, we have 3 more clips we kind of want to sit down.
I actually have plans to re-record one of the jokes from that special, like a story about like camp counselor and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But the Mountain Dew guy bit, that one, dude, people really remember it.
Yeah.
So, which is funny. It's also funny because I live in New York now, and there's no Mountain Dew in New York hardly, especially not Diet Mountain Dew.
Why?
Really?
I don't know. It's a Coke town. There's just very few Pepsi products,
Weird.
and people just aren't drinking Diet Mountain Dew. It's hill people stuff. Remember? It's all these city slickers.
So you got to have people bring it in, like in old wheelbarrows.
Yeah,
and things like that.
It's crazy. I have to have
An
them
old
smuggle it
wheelbarrow.
in. Yeah. And so I drink a lot of Diet Coke, which I just like Diet Soda in general. And so people will always be like, Diet Coke, where's your Mountain Dew? And like roast me. I'm like, hey, people really remember this.
I was about to bring it up, and
Yeah.
I won't. I've taken my shots today, I guess.
Yeah, dude.
Do you like the zero sugar better than Diet? We're going back to Mountain Dew. I'm just curious.
Diet more than zero sugar.
Really? See, I think I like the zero sugar better.
Yeah. I've already acquired the taste.
Yeah, I like both.
Yeah,
but
I've heard that happens with the diet.
Yeah, zero is supposed to taste like what regular Coke tastes like Coke Zero,
Yeah.
or Mountain Dew Zero.
Yeah.
It's supposed to taste like what the real drink tastes like. I don't want the real drink. I want the
Right.
diet version. I've acquired the taste. I
That's
want the
fine
poison. Yeah.
for Diet Coke for sure.
Yeah,
Way
yeah.
better than Coke Zero to
yeah.
me.
Give me the poison.
Give him.
I like to taste the aspartame.
Yeah, dude, I want it. So,
Well, we're super excited to see if there's another Dry Bar special on the horizon for you.
what if there is?
What if there is?
Oh my goodness.
But I want us to be part of the 3 club for a while together.
We go 4. We'll go quad.
I don't have anything left, man.
You have nothing left. We'll get you.
I have to go live a life, I guess, and then
Come out with me.
Have some
I'm about to
firework
take
fights.
some time off. I'll take you around.
can we do some firework fights together?
Dude, yeah.
I think this is some spin-off like Dry Bar special potential where Shayne shows you his life.
That
You
would be great.
You switch places.
Oh my gosh, dude, that would be great. Or the Dry Bar show where I take comedians around to do the most insane things I can think of.
They would be really good at that.
Fire-
You've been
Firework fights.
skydiving?
No, that's Alex.
Oh, dang. I thought you went with him.
Alex Veluto's been
Alex will-
skydiving?
Yeah, isn't that wild?
It's
Can you
one of his
imagine him
bits.
soaring through the air, dude? Yeah. Oh man, I don't know
His
why it's
weird
killing me.
voice
We'll
screaming.
cut to an
Yeah,
animation
yeah,
of Alex soaring like an eagle.
yeah. I love that guy. That's where he's at. He's in the sky right now.
That's funny.
So, well, I'll take you. I would love to, dude. Dry Bar. I'll take all the comedians paintballing. We'll blow each other up with fireworks, skydive. I'll throw you off something. It'll be great.
Yeah.
See, because we have similar, because you're kind of a nerdy guy and like video games and stuff too. Like that stuff I relate with you.
Yeah.
With you on.
You do.
Like we spent hours on tour. You describing just Matrix lore to me.
Yeah. And when we
And that
talked
stuff I
about
like.
a bunch of like, what Persona?
Oh, Persona.
That's a good one. That's a deep cut. No one. There's
The-
one guy watching this who went.
Persona 4 Golden, man. I spent many hours.
Persona, because there's an
Many
old
hours.
movie called Persona. Is there an anime called Persona?
Well, this
There's-
isn't
it's
film
video
major
game.
talk, okay?
This isn't film major talk.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
gonna bow out.
Cool guy
I'm
talk.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
cool JRPG talk.
Yeah. This is PS Vita talk. We're like
I
on
played it.
another
Okay.
level right
Persona
now.
Joker. Joker, is there a character named Joker in Persona?
That's Persona 5. Come on. Let's get. What are we doing here? What even is this podcast?
I like that you went below the microphone to ask that question. For some reason.
You really
It's because
went
I'm
for it.
ashamed. I don't know what we're talking about.
It's okay. This is deep cut lore.
Yeah. So I was saying I relate with you on that stuff, but then you have this whole crazy extreme sports lifestyle that
Yeah.
scares me a little bit.
I think
Not for you, but scares me to do it.
Yeah.
Paintballing scares me.
Really?
It looks like it hurts.
Oh yeah. It doesn't feel good to get shot.
Sorry, Taylor, were you trying to wrap this thing up? And
I just know.
No,
You've
it's
got
okay.
you've got lots
Do
to
you
do.
have? Should we say anything about the actual joke that we watched? Is there anything more you want to know?
we went
we
deep on
did.
Mountain Dew and tattoos.
Mountain
we did
Dew,
it all.
tattoos.
Is there anything you want to say, Shane?
Yeah.
You came in here wanting to get some stuff off your chest, and I want you to have that platform.
Well, here's I'm gonna reveal one of Jordan's secrets. No, I'm just kidding. What my issue? No, I don't. I have nothing. That's it. The Mountain Dew thing is real. Yeah, dude. Everywhere I go, even to this day, like I go to the place in New York. Like I've moved in New York. I moved to New York and then I moved in New York. And everywhere I've been so far, the guy's like, "Hey, it's the soda guy."
That's amazing.
It's the soda guy. I'm like, dang, this joke is real, man.
You're like, why can't-
I'm waiting for the day, like the dude who owns the bodega that I go to all the time in New York. Like he's this like old, really cool like Indian guy who rocks, and he's gonna be like, "Soda guy, saw your joke. You're the soda guy." Like waiting for him to figure it out, but I don't think he watches comedy very much.
We'll send him a clip
Yeah, we just sent
We'll
him a
find
clip.
We'll find him.
from an anonymous email. Watch now.
I went to Europe and I get recognized in America all the time because of what I did to myself, you know. And when I go to Europe, people are like so mean to me, and I want to be like, I'm the Mountain Dew guy. Like I'm trying to show some French person, some dumb English guy, this is me. Ignore the outfit. This was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Are they meaner about tattoos in Europe than in America?
Yeah, they're weird about tattoos
Really?
outside of the United States for sure.
Oh, I guess I didn't
Interesting.
realize that.
Yeah, super weird.
Do
In
they have
Europe,
Mountain Dew
and
over
if
there?
you go to like the Middle East or Europe or like Asia, they're like, "What are you doing?" Yeah. No Mountain Dew in France.
That's not your place, man.
no, it's annoying.
We've already kind of dumped on France in a few episodes.
I love France. What you guys be mean to France for? What'd they
It
do to
wasn't
you?
us. Armando was in here. Who is French? He was talking about the French people.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
probably because they kicked him out if he's here. Is he from French Canada or France?
He's
Real
from France.
France.
He's from France.
Real
yeah.
France. Okay.
He said this. He said at comedy shows, they you'll do a show and they just have a hat for people to put money in at the end. Was that your experience or no?
I didn't do a show. I went to find love.
Oh,
man.
Did that work out?
No. It turns out if you want French women to like you got to speak French better than I do. Better. I speak décolle. So I'm a big softie.
You really are.
I like love
that.
letters and stuff. So France is I love that.
Yeah.
I like people who are I like someone who's like, I want to ruin my life for love. Yes, let's go.
That's what's
That's where you
compelling.
slip in.
Yeah, yeah. That's
ready
right.
to ruin their life.
Yeah, dude, that's me. I will ruin your life. Come on over, baby girl.
No, I love that about you, Shane, because
Thank
you're
you.
a tough-looking guy. Like, you're ripped, you have tattoos, but you really are one of the softest people at heart I know in my
Oh,
entire
thank
life.
you, man. Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm working on it.
And redeeming France on the podcast.
Yeah.
You've won me over.
Yeah, thank you. Also, when they protest, they set themselves on fire, and that's pretty cool. Have you ever seen the firefighters? They set themselves on fire and ran into the police, and everyone was like, that's a crazy strategy. But the firefighters like, we have these fireproof suits. What are they for? I was like, I guess, dude, sure.
And also not endorsing setting ourselves on fire.
No one do that. Fireworks.
But it is awesome.
Yeah.
You would think a country that does that would have Mountain Dew, though. That goes back to the beginning.
That
What we're
is.
saying.
I'm going to be the person who brings Mountain Dew to France, and I'm going to be a billionaire.
It's going to make so much sense.
They're gonna love it, dude. Wow, wow, wow. Whoa, we will wow, Mountain Dew. I don't know why I'm Borat, but again, this is why I can't date a French woman, because she's like, I do not sound like Borat. And I'm like, what do you do in my
You're
head?
like, doing this
A little
impression I
bit.
just
That's
did.
the only one I can do, lady.
A baguette and just a tall glass of dew.
Yeah, dude.
Of live wire.
Yeah, dude, I dip it in there.
Oh, we were saying that all the Mountain Dew names are like, this is dangerous. Don't do this.
Yeah.
Voltage, live
There's a
Voltage.
wire,
live wire in your drink.
Yeah, if something's pitch black, don't drink it.
Yeah.
Baja Blast.
Yeah,
Blast.
exactly.
Whiteout. Don't drink whiteout.
Yeah,
under
yeah.
any
Code red, big
circumstances.
alert. Like, these are dangerous.
That's so true. So if it ever makes me, if I start to die, people are going to be like, the signs are all there. What are you doing? It would be funny because no one else does that. Coca-Cola isn't like gun. Like it's Coke gun. And you're like, oh man.
Yeah. Even their melon one, Major Melon, it's like an army watermelon ready
Oh,
to go.
yeah, that's
Everything
so
Mountain Dew
true.
is dangerous.
It is.
The new flavor of Coke Zero, IED. You're like, what? Hold on. What does that stand for?
Carcinogen.
Carcinogen.
Improvised explosive drink.
Mountain Dew's going to use that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mountain
dude.
Dew will use that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, this has been a blast.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you
That's
got it.
that
All
one.
right.
You get it. You get it.
Oh, Baja Blast.
Baja Blast.
Jordan could not bully you with his minors in humanity. He took not because he cares about people. He just wants to know how to tear them down easier.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be better.
And we could have ended on that one. Now we got to do 15 more minutes. No, thank you, Shane, for coming.
Yeah, thank
This
you.
has been can't say it.
Yeah, you
No, I
almost
can't.
did it. This has been a real live wire.
And we've really Baja-ha'd here.
all right,
Have it. Wave.
Jordan, do your thing. Get him.
Let's settle down.
Yeah. Well, how are we going to end if I keep just...
It just cuts off. It doesn't say anything.
Check out all of Shane's specials. He has 3 of them.
I do.
Prison for Wizards, Alligator Boys,
Banned from karate.
Banned from Karate. Which one's your favorite? If someone's to start Shayne Smith catalog, which one?
Oh, I think if you were going to start, Alligator Boys would be the move.
Yeah, that's great.
Then go to prison. Then go to Banned from Karate, and then if you want to punish yourself, you go Prison for. If you really at that point, if you love me, you're gonna like Prison for Wizards. But otherwise, it's not my best work.
What about the Jordan making ones? I'd probably start with also
Prison for
Prison
Wizards.
for Wizards. Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
If you just watch some Shayne specials, if you like Shayne, you'll love me.
it's true. I like
true.
Jordan.
I love Shayne. I said love and you said like, and now I felt
Hey, buddy, listen, we're all working on our own time.
Hey, do you have anything you want to plug or anything, Shayne?
No,
We got
no,
you.
just go watch my specials. Give me money. I want. Give me. No, that's it. Just come see me on tour. ShayneSmithComedy.com. I'm done touring this year, but I'll be touring next year, hopefully in Canada and other places.
Nice.
Yeah,
The Great White North.
the Great White North.
Well,
All
thanks
right.
for being on the pod, Shayne.
Yeah. I love you guys. I'll say that. And thank you for watching.
It's been a blast.
Did you mean to do it that time?
I think he accidentally did it.
It's been an accident. Every single time I actually don't get the joke.
It's been a good
good
pod. It's been good podding with you gents.
Okay. Well, to Shayne and to all our viewers, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to check out drybarcomedy.com for upcoming shows and the new specials coming out, and maybe a fourth Shayne Smith special that might appear.
Yeah, baby. All right.
All right. We'll see you next time, guys.
Bye,
Thanks.
everybody.